yogis, welcome back to CamiyogAIR Yoga channel, and I'm Camille. First of all, very grateful and so happy to hear all your comments, welcoming comments and warming heart comments. So thank you guys again for the support and practicing with me. And follow up me for all the news and information and other fun aerial stuff on my Instagram, because most of the time I'm in there. And also all my new projects, you will find all the information also in there or down below in the description with all the links that you need to know. But today we are going to concentrate on the shoulders. So shoulder joints are the only joints that are the most fluid and the most have rotation and direction we can move with them. And it's very important because at the same time they are fragile. So we need to keep them safe by doing not only stretch, not only strengthening exercise, but also mobility exercises. And this class is designed especially for all of these three things in one. So short class for upper body strength, flexibility, mobility. So it will include some more active movements, some stretches, some hanging upside down positions. So let's just unroll the mat, prepare a silk, and let's get started. So let's start by standing in front of the silk, and let's a little bit warm up and stretch out the back and open shoulder line. So feet, hips apart or wider, and let's put the whole belly, chest, arms, and head between the arms into the silk, into this like tabletop position, into this 90-degree angle. So don't go all the way forward. We don't want so much of the holding through the core as much as we just want to stretch and awaken the body. So just warming up. So the weight is more or less throughout the whole foot. And let's start swinging from side to side as a windshield, stretching through the rib cage, the obliques. Just keep breathing. Don't forget that breath really helps us to release the tension, and also making all those exercises and asanas more available to perform. Okay, let's stop somewhere in the middle and just slightly bend your knees and round, come up. So the head is the last point that unrolls, and still standing hips apart, perhaps narrower than you were before. I like a little bit wider in the previous position. And let's just hold the silk approximately shoulder apart as we now start moving up and down and awakening shoulder joint. So inhaling and lifting your arms up and all the way back as much as you can. So you're arching through the upper back and chest. Exhaling all the way down, and inhaling again up and arching and reaching backwards, and exhale down. So just keep in mind to keep your core active and a little bit tilt your pelvis under while doing this exercise for more stability through the lower back and pelvis, while the upper body is more engaged through this mobile action. So a few more. And last one. And exhale down. Then from here on, let's twist a little bit through the spine, and at the same time we will move our hands from side to side. So just start twisting, and the hands, the arms are going all the way behind you. And I like this one very much. It really cracks out my spine through vertebrae, while actually also at the same time warming my shoulders. So just a few more seconds, this free movement. And let's slow down, meeting in neutral position. Now the other one, very fun, with a white hammock, white silk. So spread it out and find both of the ends with your palms just holding the edges. Then let's stand really wide, but wide enough that you can stand in here. One slide out and a little bit toes inwards. Again, what we will stay with a more or less straight foot forward and more stable while stretching and strengthening through the legs, especially shin, calves, and thighs. So now as you're holding those edges, just make sure the silk is not in your way, so behind your back, and you're just holding it like some kind of wings, and push your belly down, chest down, so feel a lengthening through the spine, arms by your sides, inhaling and lifting your arms all the way to your ears, exhaling all the way down to your hips, and again inhaling up and exhaling down, and keep on straightening your back and a little bit reaching through your tailbone backwards, but you won't be curled in, right? So we're pushing it down while moving through the shoulders in different directions. Okay, and let's stop in front. This time, just hold the edges but bend your elbows, and we will move forward and back a little bit more, strengthening exercise, not only for your shoulders but also your core and glutes. So inhaling and exhaling, lifting your heels and leaning forward into this plank kind of position. Inhaling, coming back on your heels, and exhaling again, leaning forward, shoulders strong, so don't collapse. Hold them just along your ears, your arms along your ears, while shoulders are active and strong. So inhaling and exhaling a few more like this, going forward. Inhaling, coming back. Keep pushing your pelvis, also forward. And last one. Okay, let's come back. Bend slightly your knees, come up and jump in the middle. Now from here on, let's leave a silk behind, but now we will wrap twice around our arms. So reach through, bend forward, and wrap around once and twice. So hold it firmly, feet still, hips apart. And now inhaling, and we will do like reverse plank. Exhaling, reaching forward. Now let's practice a little bit protraction and retraction, which is when we protract, check my shoulders and shoulder blades, they're going forward, and then I feel the expansion and widening through the shoulder blades. If I do retraction, I'm just releasing my shoulders and shoulder blades coming closer to each other. So I'm stretching in here my front of the body. Now what we want in this pose, in the reverse plank, the protraction, when the shoulders going forward and I'm using my strength to hold them firmly like this. So let's hold the shoulders forward, feel the widening through the upper back. Inhaling, coming back again to your heels into the Uttanasana or standing forward fold, and exhaling, come back forward into reverse plank, still holding your shoulders down. So inhaling into the Uttanasana, exhaling forward reverse plank. So let's continue. Again, reverse plank, it already says if it's a plank, that means the whole body is active in one straight line. So glutes, core, don't leave it somewhere hanging. It's tilted under, tucked in. Hands strong. And last one, let's stay, hold. Keep breathing. Last breath in. Now we breathe out, and this time we do retraction. We release pelvis and we're just collapsing down to a little bit stretch out and come back. Inhale, don't release yet, hands, still hold it firmly on your silk. Inhale, come up, and we stretch even more through the shoulders this time. So if you want, you can go a little bit forward, and exhaling a little bit, start leaning back as much as your shoulders allow you to do it. Each shoulder mobility is different for each person. So just listen how much you want of that sensation, but it won't be too intense that you can't stay in it or you feel your body trembling. So it should be pleasant. One more breath. And breathing out, releasing. So just unwrap your arms, shake it off. Okay, and now let's stretch out a little bit more. So let's meet in a chair pose. So silk is under your shoulder blades. And let's open the chest. So inhaling, lifting your arms up. Exhale, bend through your elbows and lean back. So make sure that your pelvis is just hanging. Don't hold anything as we did before. This time we're just releasing the body into the silk, into this hanging sensation, while the upper body is stretching through. So opening through the chest, through the front of the shoulders. Just feel the arch through the upper back, while the lower back is melting down. Perhaps if you want, you can swing from side to side. A few more moments. And let's stop in the middle. Inhaling, coming up, grab the silk. Make sure you're coming back a few steps into the back of the mat and relax a little bit into the ragdoll. So feet hips apart, relax your arms or shoulders, your neck, release it. You shouldn't look down to the mat. You should see your thighs. That means you're releasing your neck. And swing from side to side. Remember, we're swinging from more of the upper body. The bottom body is firm and holding us. If you feel tingling in your arms, keep your arms over your head against the silk. And then slowly coming up, and let's do the final part of some exercises upside down. So let's do the back straddle, the spider pose. So just a little bit spread out your silk, and let's do it with a half bent silk. That it's more comfortable and it keeps our back more safe rather than doing narrow. Of course, if you feel more comfortable with a narrow silk, by all means you can do like this. But my preference is in bent. So let's reach through the silk, find the other edge, and keep them both together because they're kind of hard. We need them on the softer tissues, which are your thighs, not your back. So make sure that these are in your hands now. And then we are holding them behind. Bring your elbows into the silk, lift up. Those two separate edges are still behind me and I'm sitting in. And the silk should be just under your sitting bones or under your buttocks. Otherwise, if you keep it too low, I mean up to your knees, you just slowly might slide out. So it's just under your buttocks. Then grab your sides also as low as you can, so by your hip bones, lower than the waistline, again, to keep your back safe. And holding it firmly, inhaling, opening up legs, exhaling, wrapping from the side to the front and inside. And release your arms down. Okay, so first of all, we're releasing passively the whole body for a few moments to let's adjust to the feeling being upside down and feel that sinking down and dropping the whole body through your joints and bones. If you feel comfortable, you can put your feet together unless you feel unsafe, so keep it in. But more or less, even if we take the legs out, your silk will wrap the middle of the body, so you shouldn't fall out unless you improvise. So please don't improvise. So if you feel comfortable, relax your legs, feel how the knees are opening, relax your belly, relax your shoulders, your neck, everything is dropping down freely. Feel how your belly draws in while the ribcage opens up. So a few moments like this. And let's add a little bit again, shoulder opening into Anjali Mudra or prayer pose. When we put the palms together but behind the back. So just again, it shouldn't feel very comfortable. When you are with your arms upside down, it should feel the stretch here from the front of the shoulders. If you feel that it's very easy, you might hold your arms like this. So try to turn your wrist all the way towards your shoulder blades. And when you are here, draw your elbows to the sides. And keep breathing. Everything is loose besides your shoulders and your arms. One more breath in. Breathing out, release your arms. Few moments just shaking off. And just now, let's wrap into the eagle pose, your arms. So that means it doesn't matter which side, because we will do them both. So just take one elbow and take the other one on top, cross them. You can hook your thumbs, or if it's possible, perhaps palm to palm. And let's round those shoulder blades by drawing your arms under your nose and looking behind your back. So stretching through the back side of your shoulder line. One more breath in. Breathe out, release for a moment. So open up and let's change the opposite elbow on top and hooking your thumbs or your palms. And again, reaching through the back and looking behind. And arms reaching forward where you look. Two breaths. And release, relaxing either with the wide arms or just crossing your elbows in front. And then let's slowly come up and look up to your belly. Take your silk in between your thighs and calves. Unhook your feet and let's meet into tabletop. Let's try through the flip. So both knees together and then just draw knees towards your chest and release your feet on the ground. Of course, you can come out and in a simple way. And then let's bring the silk in front. So feet hips apart, tabletop. So head is between your shoulders, just that middle position before we actually come up all the way. So again, a little bit swinging from side to side. As we start with class with the swinging from side to side, let's end the class in the same way. Feel that openness and space through the sides, through the shoulders, through the neck. Okay, and then let's bend the knees and through round back, come up all the way up. Okay, so let's end this short class with short Shavasana relaxation, but everything we did for our upper body would sink in throughout into balancing the body. So either jumping through the flip, if the flip you can check the tutorial up here, or just sitting into a silk. So whichever works for you. Make sure you're comfortably laying down, hands crossed over your chest, the whole body straight. Unless you feel tension through your knees, you can always bend your knees into the sleeping butterfly. Just check through your body from your head towards your toes, relaxing everything, all the body parts. Let the body sink into the silk, into the space. And for a few moments, just enjoy this complete relaxation. And slowly feel your body as a whole and move your fingers, your toes to again awaken and activating that inner energy. So inhaling and reaching through your head up and perhaps stretching from side to side. And let's come out of the silk down on the ground to a little bit root down. So just straighten your back, arms relaxed, face as well. And just let's come up a little bit to the conscious breathing with a big deep breaths. Notice how you feel now, the body, the mental state. And then let's slowly open the eyes. So there it is, guys. Thank you for practicing with me in this shoulder class. I hope it was useful for strengthening, feeling more mobile through the upper body, or perhaps just releasing the tensions from your neck and shoulders. And if you have other requests for the class, always comment down below. Don't forget, I'm preparing a huge part with the memberships, so there will be even more classes than just one per week. So stay tuned. And don't forget, as always, subscribe, like, comment, and don't forget the notification bell to always be the first to know when I'm releasing the class. And see you soon, guys. Enjoy your days, weekend. I don't know which day you're watching this video. Whichever it is, have a great one. So see you soon. Bye. Namaste.